Be completely honest, I'm not sure if anybody could really hear me. It's not that much traffic going on. It's really fun. Your boy tried to get a job this morning. It turns out that I gotta come in tomorrow morning, and like where I tried applying to, it's like right. It's like basically it's around the corner from my house. It's early in the morning. It's like 8 by the time I left the house. Like 8:17 when I left the house, and it does not take me 10 minutes to get to get to the place. And then after I got my little my little uh, bit of information saying that I have to come in tomorrow for everything, I decided to take a walk. Decided to take a walk. And like the walk I take, it's normally, it's the pathway I normally take to go to school. But because of everything that's going on with COVID right now, a lot of stuff has been messed up, especially when it comes to school. This is my senior year. There was so much going on. I was already learning animation. We were gonna start getting into 3D animation. We were doing video editing and stuff by the time we left. And I had this good video planned out. It's a scene from Captain America Civil War, the first time Bucky and Captain America fight. And I was just gonna have like a bunch of like meme noises and stuff, like make sure it's like completely like make sure it's perfect, right? And then you obviously hear about COVID-19 on the news and stuff. Like I don't really watch the news that much anymore, not for a few years. But like, been seeing it on Facebook, Twitter, basically anywhere, you know. Then my teacher, she sent out like this thing, for that everybody could write responses to. It was like, what do you think of COVID-19? Do you think it's as bad as the people say it is, or do you think it's basically just, media hype ball? Me, I like, I kind of thought it was media hype ball until like I did more research, and then like did actual more thinking, my own personal thinking about it, and then I'm like, it's really just, I mean, my personal opinion, that's all it is opinion. I'm an 18-year-old senior. I have no connection with anybody in the government or anything like that. But what I think COVID is really just, because obviously it's a virus, but it was targeted. It's a targeted virus, and just like we had the Ebola disease, that was, I feel as if that was targeted more towards African Americans, fellow black people. Then the Spanish flu, a few decades ago, that was obviously targeted towards Hispanics. So I feel as if COVID, this was targeted more towards Asians, and it got a bit out of hand. And yeah, if I guess more people died than there should have. It's a shame to look at it that way, but with the government, you never really know what's really going on. You know, but since then, basically I've been going crazy with trying to keep myself sane. Because it's hard. You know, and then with me, basically I come from a family full of depressed people. In a way, kind of, just like, hey, you got me now. You've been dealing with me for years, but now it's just all me. You got no distractions, bro. Just all me, you and me. And then it don't help. Like, it don't really help that I'm stuck inside the house almost all the time. You know, like I'm stuck in a house with my mom, my stepfather, my little brothers and sister. You know, and even though we all love each other, we'll admit sometimes, like, we can all be a pain in each other's asses. So it's like drive crazy. And then me, I think I did. I think I did the most unhealthiest decision. But but in me doing that, it worked out pretty well. You know, because I would just stay in my room. I would come down to eat, help clean. I'd basically be back in my room. I haven't really like I've of course I've spent time with my family, but it's not as much as I could have. You know, like, there was a lot of stuff that I had to work on myself. So I had to do that. I had to do that. I did that. It ended up working well. It's still not done yet. I'm not perfect. Far from it. Never want to be it. But yeah, this is like, it really is just all crazy. Because I mean, looking at who I am now, I guess it's kind of weird. Yeah, like, just a few years ago, just last year, a few months ago, to be honest, you know, I'll always look at things like I'll always be angry. Like, I would always be angry. Something bad happens, it immediately turns into anger. And then maybe later on, it turn on to some of the other emotions I have. But yeah, you know, I'll just always be angry. I saw if I saw something about a black man dying by a cop on some bull, I would be angry. I would be mad. You know, just always. And now it's really not like that. It's on my Facebook page. I share a lot of shit. Basically I just basically just do shit, random shit. But there's like just a lot of negative shit on Facebook, man, and it really got to me. You know, it was first like a group of females just baiting, stomping on this cat, and it made me sick to my stomach, and I was mad, just really mad. And then saw this dog owner. It was a beautiful dog too. She had to put her dog down, and it was like the saddest thing. And then it was. I'm only assuming it was either the same group of females or another group of females uh, that stomped out a dog and choked it. And that just made me, again, it made me, like this time, it made me sad. And this is this is just a few days ago, Memorial Day. I think it was either the day before or something like that. No, I'm sorry, it was a week before that, and I, I couldn't watch it. I couldn't watch it. I threw my phone and I just went to sleep. I turned my phone off. Turn my phone off. I threw it and I just had to go to sleep and I couldn't. But I don't know, like, in being angry all the time to not being as angry and looking at everything with hate in my eyes, hate in my heart, hating everything. Now I'm just calm. Like, don't get me wrong, I didn't hate everybody, At the same time, like, even though I guess, like, I did hate everybody, but at the same time, I loved everybody. I wanted to help everybody I can. I still do. I want to help everybody I can. So it's, from doing that to, like, just, I guess, being more calm and more mellowed out. I guess that's like one of the best things that I guess this virus did. I am sad that it took my senior year away from me. I can't hang out with the bros as much. You know, I can't do half the stuff I wanted to do. Uh, I mean, can't be all that mad about it. Can't change it. And I guess that's the mindset that I'm, I guess, looking at things on. With things and people. Like, don't get me wrong, there's people that I don't want to live my life. I don't want them to live my life. But if they have to do it for their own well-being, I'm gonna be sad, but I'll get over it. As long as they're happy, it's fine. And then there's other people I don't want to leave their life because, like, I, I, I don't know, uh, I guess, like, in a physical uh, way of looking at things, COVID has done a wonderful thing for nature. Like, I haven't seen so much green in a long time. I don't think I've ever really seen this much green. There is, like, places by my house, that were just, like, completely brown patches of just, like, nothing, or just, like, the grass would just be brown all the time and not growing. And now it's finally growing, and I don't know, it's kind of nice, you know? I don't know. I think I'm I think I'm glad to say, like, I know I haven't really lived that long. I'm 18 years old. From being super mad and depressed. I still have to deal with go from being mad and depressed, being suicidal to like now loving life, all of it. Like I like I'm like no bullshit, bro. I didn't even feel like killing bugs. I was just nah, bro. You gotta go. Nah, you gotta go because there's somebody else saw they be annoying as hell. But I think I've had quite a few breakthroughs during this little time in quarantine, and I think it's gonna do me well. Right now I'm more calm, looking at things with a brighter, with a brighter aspect of life, I guess. Um, I'm spending more time with the family without having been forced to. Don't really, not really getting much sleep. I mean, I get okay amount of sleep. I just don't. I still go to bed around like 2 something. Last night I ended up not getting sleep at all because I was, to be honest, I was kind of nervous about with this job thing because you don't know, but if I do get hired to the job I'm kind of that I applied to, this will be my first legitimate job, you know, and that will be I think that could be the very, very, very first time, especially with this new mindset I'm in right now. I can say that I'll be proud of myself. Yeah, but I guess catch you guys later until the next one. Peace.